What's up, guys? Welcome back to JodabeniTV. Today's another amazing day to get out there, and we're going to be better today than we were yesterday. And for today's video, we're going to be discussing how you can find trials in the United States.
Oh, babe, you might just make me go crazy. Thinking about you like all day. I'ma need you like always. How'd I get messed up like this? How'd I get stressed out like this? Baby, come back, that's my wish. I could put ice on your
So today we're going to be discussing how can you find professional trials, or if it's a club or even underneath. This is pretty much how it works in the United States. I'm not too familiar how it works outside of the US, but I'm pretty sure some of these advice and tips can also work wherever you are, because you know we're all humans. Certain ways will always be replicated in other forms. So now, before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It helps the channel tremendously, and I really do appreciate it. So now let's get straight into it. So when it comes to professional soccer trials, one thing everybody has to understand is that you will have to spend some sort of money. Regardless if you're trying out for a professional team or even trying out for a team that isn't professional, some of these teams all have a fee. Some fees range from $5 all the way to $200 or $300 for a trial session. You just have to understand that whenever you're starting to look for other teams and you're trying to move to a different team, there's a high chance that you may be forced to pay some sort of fee so that you can be put in a certain position in front of coaches, so you're pretty much paying for that chance to be seen by a coach or a team that you want to be a part of. I know a lot of people outside of the US themselves say it sucks in America because a lot of people have to pay to get these opportunities. But you know, if it's the country system, what are you gonna do about it? Cry? No. So all you gotta do is be prepared for it. And whenever you start looking for teams and going on trials, you actually pay for everything, especially if you have no agency that's gonna associate a deal with the team. You have to be ready to pay for your own flight ticket. You have to be ready to pay for your own hotel fees, your own rental car fees. So all these you have to add into place. So now once you understand all of this, great. You understand that you have to make a sacrifice and spend a certain amount of money for a chance to be successful in this field. The number one on the list, I would highly recommend, if you get the opportunity to actually speak to the head coach himself, will go such a long way. Because there's nothing like actually being in front of somebody, another human being, talk to them directly where they can tell you the truth, versus you emailing him, ghost emailing, you know, he doesn't know who it is and you're just hoping for a response. But when you meet him in person, people can read certain vibes from people, and you may not be the best player at all, but maybe he can just like the person you are and give you a chance. The second best way to reach out or to a team or a head coach is actually going through your past, you know, acquaintances, friends, and ex-coaches. Whenever you're messaging or you're trying to contact a head coach, they don't know anything about you, and some people don't even have a highlight reel made whenever they're reaching out to professional coaches. So that's even, you know, you're even in a worse state if you don't even have a highlight video. But in any case, if you're in any of those positions, if you had a previously head coach who is, you know, pretty well known and is really good with all these professional coaches, there's a good way, you know, you could go through them and be in contact with these professional coaches. Just like if you're applying for a job anywhere, the management is going to trust the words of people they know. Even though you may be the best player in the world, you can be as good as Messi, but if nobody's vouching for you, they're not gonna trust your words, and you're pretty much gonna be writing on faith, hoping they read your email or they listen to your voicemail and said, okay, let me give this guy a shot. But if they know, oh, Bob, I know Bob, he was a good coach. Oh, he has somebody that's good? All right, baby, let's see him. Because you trust Bob's words, and they're gonna give that person a chance. So if you have any teammates or ex-coaches that have contacts with these other people in the professional world, or even your ex-coach became a professional head coach, these are the gateways you can use to get into the actual professional world or a particular team. Now, so you're at a position where you're ready, you have your money, maybe you don't have the contacts needed that you can get in through the back door. So now you're sitting at a position where you have to find these open trials yourself. You have to find out when these trials are happening. A lot of the times, you know, there's thousands and thousands of teams out there. There's hundreds of teams in the United States of America, and keeping tabs on all of them can be, you know, sometimes tedious work, and you got to go back and check all their social media, seeing if they posted anything, and it's sometimes kind of hard. but there is a website called ussoccertalent.com. What they have done pretty much is upcoming trials, whether it be in the MLS Next, USL League 2, USL League 1, USL Championship, they're pretty much putting all of these trials on there and letting you know the dates. So it saves you a lot of time. Instead of you emailing certain teams individually, they're pretty much keeping up to date with a lot of these teams. So maybe you didn't even know NISA teams were having the trials, and you can just open up the page and it shows the different locations on the main map where you can select the team and you can have a chance to register and attend these trials. So as you can see on the main page, they have listed a bunch of different trials, and it's actually a really awesome website because they actually don't charge anybody to use their platform. I believe that's just a way to help connect a lot of players with specific teams. So you can select any of these teams and then it will directly straight to the pro team's website or any club team, and then you're able to register with that team, and boom, you just saved yourself a lot of time from going individually and emailing coaches. They have already put it together. So this is another source you can use, especially for those who may want to be coming to the United States, or somebody who's just interested in finding a team. This could be an awesome resource that I would highly recommend you use, because I'm also going to be paying attention to this website with the trials that are appearing and seeing which one I can attend. So these were the best ways that I believe that are the best to find trials in the United States of America. If you're living in another country, a lot of these advice work just as well. But specifically, I mentioned US because ussoccertalent.com lists a bunch of the trials happening in USA teams. That's gonna help anybody who's trying to trial for any of those teams and get ahead of the game, and you don't want to miss out. So thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, if you made it this far, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It helps us tremendously, and I see you guys in the next video. JodabeniTV is
Oh babe, you might just make me go crazy. Thinking about you like all day. I'ma need you like always. How'd I get messed up?